May chance ba na dahil sa tumataas na presyo ng gasolina at diesel na magkaka-brownout tayo? Ang alam ko hindi, di ba? Kasi magkaiba siya. Can you answer it on the record, please? Yan ang iniisip ng mga tao ngayon.
Hindi po. Hindi po dahil sa oil crisis kung magkakaroon ng brownout sa inyo.
Okay.
Baka po tatamaan yung wire pero hindi po dahil sa oil crisis.
Okay, so we are assuring the public na itong krisis sa presyo ng diesel at gasolina hindi magdudulot ng malawakang brownout. Correct?
As of now, no po.
Okay,
But we
thank
will
you.
tell you and we will inform, we will be transparent kung magkakaroon po ng ganong issue.
Okay, so
We definitely did was to coordinate closely with the DILG. The coordination po with the DILG and with Yusek Iringan, it brought about an online meeting last Wednesday with all the mayors Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, and some of the governors were present as well. These were to align yung mga roles and mga basis ng batas para ipatupad po natin yon. The other one is how to make sure that we have supply. So aside from the private oil companies going about with their partners and suppliers on the contracts of where and when they will get their products, there is that added venue or channel wherein the PNOC or the government is also looking into additional suppliers just to make sure that we have the supplies needed. Kaya nga po yung inventory natin, it's not breached. We have sufficient supplies and hindi pa rin tayo, we will not let our guards down. That's why we mentioned that aside from the existing money, we may need additional arsenal and additional options. But nonetheless, again, we apologize for that. We will be more circumspect in our statements. But it's definitely thanking the committee for holding this meeting because in our way forward, and that is the third one, no, kasi it's really supply on the ground and supply for the country. On our way forward, it is really imperative for us to pursue the transition. What makes the situation different from 1973 is now we have electric cooking more available. Now we have more renewable energy and indigenous sources that we just need to fast track. And sometimes we need more bold reforms so that we can have a faster way forward in having a more secure, not only for energy, but overall national security. So we commend the DMW and the DFA for their presentations na yung mga OFWs natin, pinapasalamatan natin, pinapangalagaan natin. Pero isipin po natin that our energy behavior should support what the OFWs are doing. They are sending us dollars, and yet we are sending out dollars because of our energy behavior. So we need to focus on the solutions previously given to us, but there was a lot of things that happened that even included the downgrading of the Ministry of Energy to an office, and then it was reborn to a department. But still, the march towards energy independence that is aligned with climate change, nandun po siya lahat. We just need to move faster. And this is an opportunity. Every challenge gives an opportunity. So yun po yung siguro pangatlo na masasabi ng DOE na kailangan talaga whole of nation siya. To make this country stronger, we need more of the indigenous. We need teamwork on the demand side, energy efficiency and conservation, the carpooling, the work from home, and other strategies that does not reduce our productivity. So yun po yung pagiging wais sa paggamit natin ng enerhiya. Thank you very much po.
Mr. Chair.
Yeah, I think Senator Bam first and then Senator Risa.
Yeah, maraming salamat, Mr. Chairman. So, naintindihan ko itong presentation nyo, no? But I just want to zero in on a few issues na nasa isip ng ating mga kababayan. Okay, so let's answer very quickly, Yusek Wimpy. No? So, unang-una, may chance ba na dahil sa tumataas na presyo ng gasolina at diesel na magkaka-brownout tayo? Ang alam ko hindi, 'di ba? Kasi magkaiba siya. Can you answer it on the record, please? Yan ang iniisip ng mga tao ngayon.
Hindi po dahil sa oil crisis kung magkakaroon ng brownout sa inyo.
Okay.
Baka po tatamaan yung wire pero hindi po dahil sa oil crisis.
Okay, so we are assuring the public na itong krisis sa presyo ng diesel at gasolina hindi magdudulot ng malawakang brownout. Correct?
As of now, no po.
Okay,
But we
thank
will
you.
tell you and we will inform, we will be transparent kung magkakaroon po ng ganong issue.
Okay, so malaking bagay yan kasi dinidikit nila yung brownout sa presyo ng oil at gasolina. So nililinaw ninyo. Okay, pangalawa, sa pagbaba ng presyo ng diesel at gasolina, ano ba talaga yung pwedeng gawin ng gobyerno? So sa pagkakaalam ko, free market tayo, we're deregulated. So the only thing that we can really do is to probably affect the taxes, no? Kasi yun ang kinokolekta ng gobyerno. We already provided the emergency power sa excise tax, no? As you know, and Secretary Balisacan knows this, I've been against that from my first term, yung paglagay ng excise tax sa diesel at gasolina. Ngayon, gagawin na yan. So makakapagpababa yan, no, ng presyo ng diesel at gasolina. Tama.
It can, but it also depends on how we want to affect the behavior of the consumers. Because if we want to move away from fossil fuels, we increase taxes. If we want and more subsidies for indigenous sources.
Oh, but you're talking kasi long-term, Yusek
Yes, sir.
Wimpy, no? We're talking short-term, no? Yung short-term relief natin, isa na itong pagbaba ng excise tax. Napag-usapan rin namin yung VAT. VAT is 12% of the price of fuel at the gas station. Correct, di ba? Is that a possibility na isuspend rin natin yung VAT? Kasi kung 12% yan ng 120 pesos, di ang laki niyan kaagad, di ba? That's what, 14 pesos, 15 pesos right away. Napag-uusapan ba yung suspension ng VAT sa inyo, Yusek Wimpy?
It's more of having a different rating.
Okay.
It's not suspending because there's a supply chain that we have to note when we talk about value-added tax.
Okay.
So
So,
it's probably zero rating or a lower rating
okay.
for consideration of our economic management.
But definitely, napag-uusapan yung pag-reforma dito sa VAT pagdating sa petrolyo in emergency situations. Napag-uusapan siya.
All taxes, because we have to make sure that we itemize everything under the unbundling principles po. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so let me tell you, for the record, handa ang Senado na ipasa ang reformang yan kung kinakailangan, no? So we will, I think, Senator Lauren has said it as much, we will go back and have special session if needed, if we need to do reforms on the VAT. Yung excise tax, nagawa po namin yan in record time, wala pang isang linggo. In fact, baka 2 session days lang nagawa yan. Yung VAT na pag-uusapan rin namin, and we would like to also know from the economic managers if this is something that we can do. Kasi apart from the excise tax and the VAT, meron pa bang ibang paraan na mabababa natin yung presyo ng diesel at gasolina sa gasolinahan? Meron pa ba na magagawa ang gobyerno, Yusek Wimpy?
Well, we have targeted beneficiaries na kailangang matugunan po. But I think we have one more slide for our recommendations.
Okay, let me just finish, no? Kasi I want to get to the point, no? So sa short term, nandyan talaga yung pagbaba ng mga buwis para mababa natin yung presyo ng diesel at gasolina. In the long term or medium term, your goal is really to ensure supply, to help the private sector to make sure na may supply. At yan, ginagawa nyo naman yan, Yusek Wimpy, correct, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So itong mga reforma for having a longer reserve, definitely gagawin natin yan from 15 days to 30 days. Yung mga reforma na kung saan you have to, maybe the DFA is here to work with the other countries to trigger yung APSA. It's there in your recommendations also. So gagawin natin yan para masigurado namin supply. So for DOE, yun talaga eh. One, ano yung pwede gawin para mababa yung presyo ng diesel at gasolina? At handa ang Senado na gawin yung kinakailangan namin gawin para makatulong kami dyan. Pangalawa is to ensure that there's supply. Kasi pag mawalan tayo ng supply, napakalaking dagok niyan sa ating ekonomiya, no? Pangatlo, with DSWD and DOTR, it's to support our transport workers to ensure na tuloy-tuloy ang public transportation natin. Tama ba, Yusek Wimpy? Ito yung mga pinakamahalaga na kailangan natin tugunan, no? This is really the main that we can that DOE can do right now.
Yes, sir.
May kulang ba ako? Meron pa ba akong hindi nabanggit na pangunahing activity or pangunahing reforma na ginagawa?
Also, the demand side management.
Okay.
We have to be very wise in the use of our energy.
Okay, and that's consumer behavior, no?
Yes.
So trabaho nating lahat 'yan na may baba ang consumption natin habang mataas yung presyo at habang sinisigurado natin na mas mahaba yung supply. Correct, no?
Yes, sir. So we can categorize it into supply, both ensuring supply and price that is affordable. Second one is also the demand side management. And the third one is the long-term reforms pa.
Okay, very clear. So ang hihintayin na lang siguro namin, and you can talk to the economic managers about this, is yung VAT. No, baka magandang pag-usapan kasi kung titigil na tong problema sa Middle East, no, itong conflict, hindi naman yan bababa kaagad yung presyo ng diesel at gasolina. Ilang buwan pa yan bago yan bumaba. So, whether it finishes tomorrow, in 2 weeks, or 3 months, nakikita natin na 3 buwan hanggang 6 na buwan pang mataas ang presyo ng ating diesel at gasolina. Correct, di ba?
Only God knows, but it went down today and then it may go up again. So it's undetermined.
If the conflict ends, kung matapos yung conflict in the next week, bago makita ng taong bayan na bumaba yung presyo, ilang buwan pa rin yan, di ba? Hindi naman yan instant
That's correct, Your Honor. But we're also looking at the market behavior in the sense that the suppliers are also adjusting. Meaning, if they are producing 100 per day, some are producing 110 per day because there's a gap. So, yun po yung pwedeng nakikita rin nating adjustment.
Okay, but my point lang is that yung pagbaba ng presyo will not happen instantaneously as the end of the conflict. Ilang buwan pa rin yan. So maganda pa rin siguro, Yusek Wimpy, pag-usapan natin ano pa ba yung mga pwedeng gawin para makatulong tayo sa taong bayan. And again, I'm putting VAT on the table because we had discussed this in the caucus. Pag-usapan natin, maybe with the DepDev and DOF, if there is a need to lower this para mas makatulong pa tayo sa taong bayan. And alam kong, is the Department of Finance here?
Yusek Adriano.
Yes. I'm sure ayaw ito ni Yusek Adriano or may concern siya dito. Pero magandang mapag-usapan, makompute na natin kasi yung taong bayan naghahanap ng agarang tulong. And the excise tax is one, but VAT actually will be a bigger subtraction in the pump price, no? Kung masuspend natin ito. So